Hey everyone, this is going to be my practice speech for my final speech, and my speech is about the benefits of working 2 jobs at one time versus just having one income. In my final speech, I'm going to be standing up and not looking at my notes as much after practicing, and I'm going to have an audience. So I'm going to be talking about how working 2 jobs is the best financial decision that you can possibly make as a college student. Because I'm working 2 jobs, I'm able to pay my car payment, my phone bill, and pay for my meals without stressing about how much money I'm gonna get each week from my job. The 3 points that I have is I'm going to discuss how the 2 jobs provides more consistent hours, prevents burnout, and allows you to reach financial stability. I currently work at a Starbucks and a restaurant as a line cook. When only working at Starbucks, I would only get around 20 hours a week, which was definitely insufficient for how many things I have to pay. And I would also struggle to get hours there because I was part-time, and I'm not able to be full-time there because there's lots of rules about being a full-time worker nowadays. So I decided to cut my availability back at Starbucks and open up my availability to work at the restaurant a bit more. So now I have around 20 hours there and around 15 to 20 hours at the restaurant. So I get the best of both worlds, because now at each location I'm not fighting for more hours, and they're also not fighting to decrease my hours because I'm not working a whole lot at each one. But together I am. Next, by separating my hours pretty evenly between Starbucks and the restaurant, I don't get tired of working at either one because I can get a break from both of them. It's really refreshing just to be able to switch up what you're doing on a daily basis so you can prevent being burnt out. It's pretty self-explanatory, so now I don't get tired of doing the same task. Instead of making coffee, I can go from working in the kitchen. And I've noticed myself becoming more productive because of this. Also, having a dual income allows you to reach financial stability due to the fact that you're going to receive 2 checks, likely on 2 separate days. So I receive a check on Thursday, and I also receive a check on Friday. Not only that, but since I work less at each job, the amount of taxes that are taken out of my check from each location decreases significantly because my checks are smaller. Starbucks is typically around $300 to $400. So before it would be almost $400 by itself. So they would take around $100 of taxes out. But now they only take around $50 out of my check at Starbucks, and then barely any at the restaurant because I work less there. So it's typically around $400, and then $100 to $200 that I make from the restaurant. And with all that being said, I am really passionate about this idea because I wholeheartedly believe that this method is what you need to do in order to achieve financial stability while in college. It's becoming increasingly difficult to find jobs, and if you manage to find one, they don't want to give you hours. So with this approach, it's a win-win situation for the business and yourself. And to my audience, if you're struggling with making enough money right now, I sincerely suggest that you consider looking into a second job. Working a second job isn't overwhelming if you balance it out, so don't be afraid to try it out. Thanks.